We get it almost every night. When that moon is big and bright, it's supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things light. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. We like our fun, we never fight. You can't dance and stay uptight. It's supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things light. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jake Harris, and this is Jakey Live. Tonight, we are inspired by the cosmos, what is up above us. Now, traditionally, many ideologies associate above with heaven. As we look up, we go into heaven, although scientific scholarship over time has sort of not gone against this theory, but offered alternate ways of interpreting what is above the outskirts of the atmosphere of the earth. So we just heard Lord Shepherd dancing in the moonlight. For Jews, it is so important, the moon. We live by it. Everything about Judaism is from it. We're inspired by it. Shabbat traditionally starts on a Friday night when there's 3 stars in the sky. Now, for those who don't know, we are Temple Sinai of Palm Beach County. Multi-generational temple, warm and inviting for all those who enter. And we have a lot of different programming here on the YouTube channel, so if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. So click the thing down there that says subscribe. And please go ahead and do that. You'll be notified of Shabbat services, whatever's going on right now. So I just want to make sure that our stream is healthy. So go ahead in the comments section if you're over there. Make sure that all this is coming through all right. You know, this technology stuff is new for all of us. We're making sure that we're getting crisp and clean sounds out here. So when I was thinking about the cosmos and thinking about the moon especially, before we even go outside, and we eventually will take a step outside with some other thoughts, but the way the moon inspired people's, not just Jews, but Muslims. And so Jews and Muslims follow the lunar calendar. For Muslims, however, they don't alter it with the leap year system like Jews do. So Jews every so often have to add in different amounts of time to make sure that, okay, good, we're sounding and looking great over here. That's great to hear. That's so great to hear. So the Jews work with the leap year system in order to make sure that the holidays fall around the same time. But because most of the world follows the different calendar, the Gregorian calendar, the Jews don't always have holidays at the same times, not on the same days. So for Muslims, though, they don't follow the leap year. They aren't associated with it as much, the leap year system, so their holidays can fall in different times. So the moon. Now, my dad loves astronomy, and I remember him taking the telescope up in Vermont and places where there's not so much light around that you can really get crisp and clear images with the telescope of the moon. So when I'm thinking about where I'm going to find God, where I'm thinking about God, my main inspiration since the beginning of time, maybe perhaps through my dad and his love of astronomy, my cousin, it's the moon. So when we see the moon, when we experience it, I'm just so in awe of it. And as Jews, I mean, it's really what we got. It's what we base everything off of. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you. Oh, wow. Love in that. Frank Sinatra comparing Trip to the Moon to love. So whichever way it goes, thinking about love like the awe we feel from the moon or the other way around, I just love that. Really plants one in my heart. I hope it did for you too. So one of the main thoughts of this evening came from an early childhood memory of mine. And that memory comes from a movie. And that movie is by the same guy that had this amazing chair that was in the house of my parents. So it's such a great chair, Eames. So we got the powers of 10, and we're not going to show the whole video for those who have already seen it, but I just want to react to it. I want us to check it out as it goes through and as it progresses, because I think that in all of the layers, when we're thinking about prayer, we have our prayer as Jews, or if you're Muslim or Christian or Hindu or Buddhist, however you engage in this prayerful mode, that's privy to whatever group you're a part of. However, when we're experiencing life as people, when we can look together at something and be inspired and get that awestruck feeling, that connection of all people of different backgrounds, that is an amazing godly connection that we're going to find out in the universe. So here it is, the powers of 10. So we can see right here. Yeah, pyramid. We built those. You already know. Jews. Yep. So this is dealing with the relative size of things and the effect of adding another zero with mathematics. And now, I'm not an astronomer. I'm not an astrophysicist like Brian May of Queen, the guitarist of Queen. Amazing astrophysicist and guitarist, rock legend. So I am not these things, and I want this episode tonight to be a catalyst, to be an inspiration for future episodes when we really bring on the experts, that we can connect our ideas of spirituality and ancient thought about where we've come from with scientific scholarship and a lot of great research from NASA experts, from MIT grads, for people who really deal with this math stuff. So relative size of the universe and adding another zero. So we got some people picnicking right here. That's good. We're going 1 meter. So this is 10 to the 0 meters. This is 10 meters above this people. So if you, I encourage you to actually listen through this entire video, experience it in your own way, however you see it fit. And you can hear the narrator. You can actually hear him go through it in a beautiful way. And so I encourage you to do that. But this is the Jakey live interpretation right here. This is the reaction. We're going up and up and up and up. We got the city. Starting to see the outskirts right here. Could be any city. Any city. But as we go out, we see in the world pretty much where it is. We got a Gulf. Okay. Right there, I got some up in the Great Lakes. Keep going out. We're at 10 to the 6th power right now. We're going to start to get the entire Earth in view. Bye-bye, Earth. And now, as we accelerate, as we go out, the solar system, all the rest that we have, that we know, that we can see, that we can conceptualize right before our very eyes. So as I was watching this when I was a kid, they showed it to me in school, I said, wow, I cannot believe this. I cannot, we're it's small, but as we then go, and it gets closer and closer, right back in, we see the micro. Into the depths of a person's hand, into their cells. Deeper and deeper we go into the strands of DNA itself. How they map this is amazing. Microscope abilities 10 to the negative 11th meters. So eventually we see the building block of all life. The atom. Go even further into more unknown. So check that video out. Check the powers of 10. We can send it out to anyone who really wants to see it again and take some time with it to go through it. It really deserves that full space. But why I wanted to go through it is the interpretation that I have through our love of the moon, through the Jews' focus on the nighttime, starting everything. The story of creation started with night. And so everything that we experience, that we value, and we base our religion off of has to do with these scientific concepts of big and small, of rotation, and regular intervals of time. So it's all amazing, and I hope in future episodes we experience more of the inspiration of the cosmos and thinking more about how Jews have let the planets really guide us, especially the moon, but also just time in general, how we mark time, how holiness for us marks time, and then for other cultures as well. So once again, I hope that if you've enjoyed something on the show, or if you're interested in more, if you want to see services, you want to be a part of an inspirational Torah study, get in touch with us here at Temple Sinai of Palm Beach County. And special thanks to them for allowing me to come on and stream, and we hope to bring you more music and more inspiration as the time goes on. So thanks for being with us, folks, and for the last moments as the evening really goes into the depths of darkness. I hope that you see a couple stars up there, and like me, you have some wonder of what is out there, what our significance is, and through that, we have hope that we're really going to make it through. And there's so many things out there to inspire us that we might not even know about yet. My name's Jake. Thanks for being here, folks. God willing, we'll meet again soon. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.